Yo, what's happening, guys? It's Flo, and I'm here with D. And D, we gotta talk about it. Damian Jones and Kendrick Nunn have been starters thus far in training camp. What do you think about these two guys being put in the starting rotation? And what do you think it does for the Lakers?
First, the Damian Jones, I knew he was going to be a starter just because with him, he's like one of our only centers on the team for right now, but he's also like a flexible center. So he's a center that could run up and down the court. He's good at rebounding. He could shoot the perimeter shot. So I already knew he was going to be like potentially like the starter unless they were going to go like more of a small ball like they kind of did last year. But the one that shocked me a little bit was like Kendrick Nunn because he hasn't played like all year last year. And so that one was a little bit like shocking, but then I also understood it why, because he is probably going to be our best 3-point shooter. So that's going to have a shooter outside just to spread the floor more. So that way Anthony Davis can have more one-on-one, LeBron can have more one-on-one, Russell Westbrook is looking like he's going to be shooting less and driving more. And so that way Nunn can have more of the open perimeter. But I also think my second prediction is that I think we're going to see the lineup change a little bit more. I think we're going to see, because potentially, I don't know what's going to happen with Westbrook, if we're going to trade him or even potentially bench him. So I can see the lineup constantly changing a little bit this season, depending who we play. I can see Nunn starting some games. I can see Pat Bev starting some games. I can even see Austin Reeves starting some games. And so I think the lineup is going to be constantly changing. But I think right now, they're going to start Nunn because they want him to get comfortable during the preseasons. And especially this Monday, they're going against, for preseason, the Kings, and the Kings aren't that good. And so that's going to be a good game for him to get some good minutes, his return. And so that way he gets some shots up and get a rhythm with the starting lineup.
Yeah, I agree about the Damian Jones starting. I figured he was going to start too because Anthony Davis traditionally doesn't really like playing the center if we have centers. Last year, he had to play a lot before he got hurt. And this year, Damian Jones gives you that defensive presence inside the key for right now until we make a trade for somebody else. If we make a trade, that is. But yeah, Kendrick Nunn did surprise me. I thought it was going to be Austin Reeves actually as that third guy with this group. Because Austin Reeves, I feel he's a little bit suspect on the defense end, so I thought he would have done better with the first group. However, Kendrick Nunn coming into his third year, that's usually when most guys start shining, so I could see him do it, and like you said, he could hit that 3-point ball, which spaces it. But I guess Austin Reeves does that as well. But then I'm just thinking how Darvin Ham should kind of like break up the units so it's kind of balanced, so when we go to the bench, we don't have that big of a drop-off, and I think placing Kendrick Nunn does give us a second better unit because we'll have what's his name? Beverly, Schroeder, Austin Reeves, Lonnie Walker. Who else do we got out there?
Wendell
Gabriel if we want defense. Scottie Pippen Jr. if he makes it. So we'll have a little bit more of an option to switch it up depending on how Darvin Ham wants to play it. I know he's going to always preach defense. So I'm assuming more of a defensive lineup at first. But that gives you still guys who could be playmakers on that second unit. So last year, a lot of times, the second unit, they didn't get us any points. But this year, I think they'll be able to kind of keep us around and not give up too big of a runs by the time the starters come back in.
Yeah, and I kind of also like this lineup, though, because it's going to be showing that this lineup is going to be like how we've been saying, like in the previous shows, that they're going to be a 3-and-go type of team. They're just going to get the rebound and then just go as far as fast breaks. If they want to do more of like a small ball, like you were saying, they could do the Wendell Gabriel, the Austin Reeves starting lineups. Thomas Bryant, he doesn't really move as well, so that's why I knew Damian Jones was going to start, just because, like we said previously, he's going to be that run and gun guy. But the second lineup I like because our offense already shows that they're capable with the, as far as like fast and go, but Anthony Davis is at least that centerpiece where he's going to be our best defender on that floor. And then when they go to the second unit, you got the Pat Bev, you got the Thomas Bryant, the Wendell Gabriel, even Austin Reeves. I do like him at defense. He does play a little bit too tight, but that's going to be a solid defensive second lineup. And that was one thing that was really hurting from last year. We let a lot of teams like have some dumb wins where they lost at the fourth quarter. And so coming into this season, the second unit is not going to really hurt us, so they're going to be more defensive. So that way, those games that we need to win, like versus like the Suns, the Kings, the Clippers, like just for our division, those are going to be the key units just to like help us stay in the game longer.
All right, well, we thought it was pretty interesting that they had Kendrick Nunn and Damian Jones in the starting lineup. You guys let us know what you guys think about these two guys getting the starting role. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time. Peace.